I believe it will make it easier to invest in American companies if you're outside the world. It will also bring the markets into 24/7 and fully on-chain and get all the benefits that crypto technology levies on these traditional assets. So I think it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real-world assets that exhibit fundamental utility.
Hey, casual crypto investor family. It is the casual crypto investor. I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone is enjoying their weekend. I know I'm bringing you this video a little late. I had a busy day. Just kind of wanted to, I had some things I had to take care of. And honestly, I just also needed a rest too. So I needed some me time. But nevertheless, regardless, I'm here bringing you some content, some great crypto content. Man, if I had to name this episode, I'd probably say the writing is on the wall. Okay. And I'm going to show you some information in regards to some things that are happening, obviously, in the crypto space. Hopefully you enjoyed that little clip that I shared with you. If you don't know who that was Vlad Tenev. He is I believe the CEO of Robinhood, talking about how we need to move away from meme coins and Bitcoin. Isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? And he said, real world assets, focus on utility coins that focus on real world assets. So guys, the writing is on the wall, and that was on CNBC. And as we all know, CNBC hardly likes to talk about anything but Ethereum and Bitcoin. All right. So glad that some of this is actually coming to light, that they're actually having people on there talking about other crypto projects that have more utility case than Bitcoin and some of these meme coins. But nevertheless, let's get into it. Let's take a look at the overall crypto market. We are sitting at a $3.8 trillion market cap. We are down a little bit over 0.25% right now. Obviously, I think the market is kind of reacting on the news that inflation is still around. Obviously, job markets too. The job market has kind of taken a little bit of a hit. But nevertheless, XRP, under those circumstances, XRP, as well as the entire crypto market for the most part, is doing fairly well. I mean, obviously, we all recall days of when the market would drop 10, 20% in a matter of minutes, right? But nevertheless, crypto is definitely hanging in there and doing very well. XRP sitting at $2.82. It is up 0.25% right now. Bitcoin sitting at 110,000, and Ethereum is just under 4,500, sitting at $4,300 right now. All right. Quick shameless plug. Make sure to follow me on X, guys. So if you want to stay locked in what's happening with the casual crypto investor, as well as what's happening in the overall crypto space, make sure to lock in with me on X, so that way you can stay updated. Sometimes it's easier for me to tweet than it is for me to make a video. So if you want to stay updated and locked in on what's happening in the crypto space, make sure to follow me on X. All right, so let's get into it. So obviously I showed you the video at the beginning of this video of Vlad Tenev basically saying that it's time to move beyond Bitcoin and meme coins into real world assets, guys. That's what I am focusing on right now. All of my extra pocket change, couch money, sock money, whatever you want to call it. Every little nook and cranny, or every little penny that I have, or, side money, that I have, I'm dumping it into the Stellars, the XRPs, the Ondo Finances, the, Cardanos, all the ones that are focusing on real world assets, guys, because I think these are the ones that are going to have significant increases in value. Just my opinion. Please do your own financial research. And also too, as well, I'm opening it up to you guys too. If you have other tokens, that I might be missing in regards to tokens that focus on real world assets, drop the token down in the comment section down below, so that way we can also help some other people out, and even myself, because I don't know everything. I have my staple coins that I invest in, but if there's some other projects that maybe we can get in early that are focusing on real world assets, drop it down and help the whole entire community out. So much appreciated if you do that. All right. Also too, as well, some other things that are happening, man. When I see this gives me, I don't know how many of you guys lived through the financial crisis of, 2006, 7, and 8, man. But like, it's giving me those types of vibes. Gold reaches an all new time high of $3,600. I lived, during that time, and I was working, and I haven't started. I don't think I started grad school at that time, but nevertheless, I remember that time, and I remember gold was pumping like crazy because I was watching it. I remember it was at $400 in the shop to like $800, and it was like 1,000. It was an insane time, and right now gold is at $3,600 an ounce right now. I am very concerned. I'm cautiously concerned about the economy right now. I do think obviously interest rates will fall, and I got some news and some updates in regards to that. But when I see gold going up really high like this, it gives me vibes of some type of huge economic downturn event. Whether during that time it was the housing crisis. I remember the stock market also, was taking a hit too as well. And so when we come on these, coming upon these unsure, weird financial times, and I see gold shooting up like that, it's giving me flashbacks of what happened in 2006, 7, and 8. And so I think we need to be mindful. We need to stay updated and watch what's happening in the economy. Because, it's giving me those types of vibes all over again. And so I hope nothing tragic happens, but, we need to be prepared for it and need to know and try to get ahead of it as much as we possibly can. So just want to share that information with you. Moving on to as well, I thought this was pretty interesting. Michael Saylor's strategy fails to be listed on the S&P 500. He was trying to, it was MicroStrategy. Now it's called Strategy. He's pushing to get his company listed on the S&P 500 with all the Bitcoin that he's been buying, and it fails to be listed. So not sure if they're going to reapply. I'm just sharing the information, but obviously there's something there that they didn't get approved to be listed on the S&P 500. And so I again, guys, I've been saying this. I really feel like Bitcoin is kind of a Trojan horse, man. It has all these bells and whistles and people are talking about it and gets the media coverage, but I don't think it's the end all be all in my opinion. So we need to be mindful of that. Next up too as well, U.S. unemployment rate U.S. unemployment rate for ages 16 to 24 rise to over 11%. Guys, this is giving me 2006, 7, and 8 vibes again, man. I remember this time. I was working, and man, I just remember it was very tough to find a job. It was very, very tough times. And it was almost like overnight, the real estate market took a huge hit. We had all these short sales of houses that were selling well below, what they were originally purchased at. And so I just remember being in that age range during that time. And, it was tough, man. It was really tough. A lot of people just had to get, whatever they can get in terms of jobs, especially people just graduating from college. I was kind of in that in between. I was a couple of years maybe out of college. And I remember it was tough finding a job during that time. And so, right now for the young folks, man, be prepared. If you're about to graduate from college, man, do some internships, do whatever you can to prepare so that way you can stay ahead and hopefully get a job as soon as you get out of college. But right now, man, it's giving me those vibes all over again. And a lot of you that listen to my videos, recall that time. Maybe you lived through that time too as well. And so when you see news like that, when you see inflation still sticking around, when you see gold prices rises, when you see unemployment rate rises, these are all indicators that maybe something is coming down the pipeline that's not very favorable. So we need to prepare and we need to be prudent and man, stack some money under the mattress, have some savings, maybe pick up another job, part-time job, prepare yourself because I remember I was caught off guard when it happened and it was not pretty. It was definitely rough times. All right. Moving on to some more positive news. All right. So we have this from Eleanor Tourette. The SEC and the CFTC are ramping up coordination to support crypto, DeFi, prediction markets, perpetual contracts, and portfolio margining. The two agencies are aiming to harmonize rules, reduce regulatory gaps, expand trading hours, and use innovation exemptions to keep U.S. markets competitive. A joint roundtable will be held on September 29th to discuss next steps. So this is very, very exciting, guys. Again, stock market 2.0. It's happening, guys. All right. Crypto is going to strengthen. It's a combination of things, right? So obviously, the crypto market itself is kind of like a new phase of the stock market, right? Because it trades 24/7, and all that stuff, right? Then, honestly, for the current stock market, right, with crypto in this new blockchain technology, now you can have a 24/7 stock market. Okay, as soon as all these assets get on chain, and so it's going to be interesting to see how these two worlds kind of merge together. And we're still in the early stages of it because the foundation has not been laid. And so that's why, again, I'm trying to put every little penny that I have into those real strong cryptos that focus on either, merging these two worlds together or that can bring some type of utility for the future. So that's kind of where my mindset is. And hopefully you guys are in that same space too as well. Moving on to, this is also, again, I love it, man. I mean, again, like I was saying, this episode is the writing on the wall. Just in, this is from Real World Assets Watch List. Bank of America says tokenization of real world assets is like mutual fund 3.0. So there's all these 2.0, 3.0. Things are changing, guys. The way that we're going to be conducting certain businesses, transactions, all this stuff is changing. The old way, the traditional route is going bye-bye, all right? They believe tokenized money, market funds will lead the way, giving better yields than stablecoins. Real world assets will run this cycle, all right? So again, guys, we need to be ahead of the game. And being in this crypto space at the point, at least with myself, and I'm sure other people that might be listening to this video too as well, we've been in this, maybe 3 years, maybe 4 years, maybe 5 years, maybe even 10 years. I know myself, I've been investing, at least over 5 years. And, I'm glad to be in this space early. And so I'm going to keep investing as, God willing, as much as I possibly can. And I'm in this for the long game, but this is very exciting. And again, there's a shift. And when that flip of the switch happens, I want to be ready for it. And then wrapping up here, going to share some highlights from this article. It says why a Ripple ETF would send prices over $5. So we shall see. Again, I'm very excited in regards to the ETF's approval. I think last time I reported, I think they had around 15 or somewhere between 12 and 15 ETFs that are waiting to be approved. So we'll see. But I thought this article kind of highlighted some things that I wanted to share with you. It says XRP finally ended its legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, giving way to legal clarity, as we all know. With that out of the way, hopes for ETF approval have spiked. Analysts believes once this happened, XRP could surge to $5. All right. Following Ripple's legal settlement with the SEC, the path to a spot XRP ETF is wider than ever. This is what I wanted to share with you because they gave some, information in regards to various, analysts and companies stating their odds of getting an XRP ETF. And so it says Bloomberg analysts estimate approval odds at 95%, while odds on Polymarket have risen past 90%, showing high optimism among investors. Nate Garassi, I hope I pronounced his name right, the president of Novo Dias Wealth Management, even believes the chances of a 2025 approval are close to 100%. Analysts argue that an ETF approval could send XRP soaring above $5 as Wall Street capital finally enters the market. Absolutely. And I'm just, man, we only have a few months, or actually less than that, because I think sometime in October, if I'm not mistaken, I think like middle or end of October, we should hopefully know, or there should be approval, hopefully, for these XRP ETFs. So, we have less than probably about 45 days or so. All right. Moving on, it says technical setups are aligning to XRP's charts is forming a bullish bull flag. Analyst Crypto Pulse suggests this bull flag could push XRP to $5 and higher. Several factors are already aligned for a big move. The Ripple SEC case is over, and XRP is seeing massive adoption, with Gemini recently launching its XRP linked to MasterCard too as well. That's a good point. I totally forgot about that. All right. Even though I did a video of it, but I forgot that's another thing that's happened. So again, there's more mass adoption coming for XRP with 15. Excuse me. So this is where it says it. With 15 major ETF filings on the table, and approval could realistically push XRP beyond $5. So again, right now we have 15 ETFs filings on the table right now, and I'm sure there'll be more to come. All right. So this is very, very exciting, guys. I'm super pumped. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this. Give me your opinion on where the economy is going, and also too as well, do you think once the ETFs are approved, could we see an XRP at $5? Let me know in the comment section down below. That's all that I have for you guys for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you like the content, please, please, please give me a subscribe. I work hard at this, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I will see you all in the next video. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.